In this video, I will give you 3 breathing exercises that you can return to anytime you start to feel anxious or overwhelmed, and really utilize these to decrease cortisol and improve overall health and well-being. Hey there, my name is Molly. If you haven't already subscribed, welcome. On my page, I share lots of yoga, meditation, mindfulness, gut health, nutrition, all things wellness. And I'm a nutritional science student at Boston University. I like to share really science-backed nutrition and health information that can positively impact your health in your life. So be sure to subscribe down below, hit the bell so you get notified for my future videos and you don't miss a beat. So today, I want to talk about breathing exercises. So if you have a daily meditation practice, or if you utilize meditation to decrease overall stress, congratulations, that's amazing. Meditation can be an extremely powerful tool to manage stress and decrease cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Excess cortisol can negatively impact our health, and overall chronic stress can impact our health and our gut health. So it's really important to take the time to practice mindfulness techniques. And in this video, I will show you 3 breathing exercises that are very easy, very beginner friendly, that you can do anywhere, anytime, that are totally free and can benefit your health and help you decrease stress. Huge disclaimer, if you're experiencing anxiety or panic attacks, of course talk to your healthcare provider. So the first breath I'm going to talk about is extremely simple. It's simply called 1-to-1 breathing. And this 1-to-1 ratio means there's an even inhale and an even exhale. So if you like to count your breath, if that's helpful for you, you can think about inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. So it's extremely simple. You can count in your head, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. So counting helps some people. Some people don't like counting. If you're not a fan of counting, if this makes you more stressed, you can just notice the breath and try to make it as even as possible, and just start to be aware of the breath, trying to make it smooth and even. So making the breath smooth and even, in yoga that's called samvriti, but you actually don't need to practice yoga or know anything about yoga to do breath work. And there's many resources out there and research showing the power of breath work to decrease stress and cortisol. Another note on this breathing, so sometimes when we get anxious, our breath actually rises into the chest, and when someone is feeling anxious and someone says take a deep breath, what they really should say is take a lower breath. So when we can breathe lower in the body, and this means using the lower portion of the lungs so that your low belly expands, we are stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system response, which is the rest and digest response, which is extremely important for gut health, for healing, cell maintenance, digestion. So breathing lower in the body stimulates the vagus nerve, the cauda equine nerve plexus bundle at the base of the spine. So these things that are important to stimulate the rest and digest response. All right, so we've learned the 1-to-1 breathing, extremely simple, just simple ratio, inhale to exhale. And then we talked about breathing lower in the body. So breathing with the lower belly, letting the lower belly expand, letting the whole belly expand. And this allows you to take a really deep, full breath and start to calm the nervous system. All right, so breath number 2 is 1-to-2 breathing. And this ratio means that the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. This is my personal favorite breath. I do this before I go to bed. I do this before a presentation, before an exam, anytime I'm feeling anxious. Lengthening out the exhale is extremely important to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system response, so the rest and digest response. And this is also utilized in yoga. So sometimes you'll hear a yoga teacher cue towards the end of the class to lengthen out the exhale, making it twice as long as the inhale. And this is because of all of the benefits that we've already talked about. So if you start to feel anxious, or if you want to kind of decrease your stress levels throughout the day, practicing this 1-to-2 breathing can be extremely helpful, and try to just release the body as you exhale. So thinking about releasing tension through the jaw, through the shoulders, through the neck, through the pelvic floor as you exhale, and just taking a moment to get mindful and present in your body. So that is my all-time favorite breath. It's really beginner friendly. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Another tip for that one is if you're alone and you want to breathe out through the mouth, you can breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 8 through the mouth. So you can purse the lips, kind of make a circle with the lips. I'll show you again. So inhale for 4, counting in your head, and then exhaling for 8. And if it's not 8 perfectly, that's so okay. Don't stress yourself out about making it perfectly 1-to-2 ratio. So you can do it an audible exhale, you can sigh it out, you can just do it silently to yourself if you're on a plane or in the car. That's one of my favorite breaths. Okay, the last breath is a little bit more advanced. It's called box breathing, and this is where we hold the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. So if this stresses you out to hold the breath, you can just refer to the first 2 breaths we talked about, the 1-to-1 and the 1-to-2 breathing. But box breathing can be helpful to kind of slow down the thoughts, get control of your breath, and slow down the mind. So this will look like breathing in for 4, holding for 2 counts, breathing out for 4 counts, and then holding at the bottom with no breath for 2 counts. Some people do it evenly, so inhaling for 4, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, and then holding for 4. But I think that's too long to hold the breath for a lot of people. So the way that I teach this is inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 2, exhaling for 4, and then holding at the bottom for 2. And this is helpful because it kind of takes your mind out of whatever your mind is freaking out about and into just this counting, and you can really just focus on the numbers and the breath. So give these breathing exercises a try next time you start to feel overwhelmed. It's extremely helpful and extremely important to manage stress for optimal gut health, because we know that stress and anxiety significantly impacts IBS symptoms. If you try these breathing exercises, leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one you like or which one you've tried. I respond to each and every single comment, and I love hearing your input. If you want to see more meditation and yoga videos, also be sure to comment that down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe so you get updates and you stay updated for all of my yoga videos, nutrition, gut health, all things wellness. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for subscribing, and I'll see you next time.